The Unknown Reality by Jane Roberts, session 695, May 6, 1974. And in this session, Seth gives them a thought experiment. And I just like to remind you that Einstein used to do thought experiments all the time. So if you're up for the challenge, let's do this. So he says, we have been using Rupert and Joseph's private experience. For now, however, I would like each reader to consider the members of his or her own family, so that in a more direct fashion, the reader can find in private experience a realization of some ideas that I want to present. And he numbers this practice element number 6. So I'm going to be reading it very slowly in parts, very thoughtfully, so it'll give you a chance to ponder what he's saying, because if you're actually doing it, I think that'll help. In your terms, think of those ancestors in your family history. Now think of yourself and your contemporary family. For this, try to imagine time as being something like space. If your ancestors lived in the 19th century, then think of that century as a place that exists as surely as any portion of the earth that you know. See your own century as another place. If you have children, imagine their experience 50 years hence as still another place. Now, think of your ancestors, yourself, and your children as members of one tribe, each journeying into different countries instead of times. Culture is as real and natural as trees and rocks. So see the various cultures of these three groups as natural environments of the different places or countries. And imagine each group exploring the unique environment of the land into which they have journeyed. Imagine further, of course, that these explorations occur at once, even though communication may be faulty, so that each group has difficulty communicating with the others. Imagine that there is a homeland from which each of our groups originally came. Each expedition sends letters back home, commenting upon the behavior, customs, environment, and history of the land in which it finds itself. These letters are written in an original native language that has little to do with the acquired language that has been picked up in any given country. Mama and Papa, back at the homestead, know where their children have gone. In other words, they read with amusement, amazement, and wonder the communications from their offspring. In this homespun analogy, Mama and Papa send letters back, also in the native language, to their children. As time goes by, however, the children lose their memories of their home tongue. Mama and Papa know that times are like places or countries, but their children begin to forget this too, and so they grow to believe that they are far more separate from each other than they actually are. They have gone native in a different way. Mama and Papa understand. The children forgot that they can move through time as easily as through space. Give us a moment. Remember, in this analogy, the various children represent your ancestors, yourself, and your children. They are exploring the land of time. Now, in your physical world, it is obvious that nature grows more of itself. In the land of time, time also grows more of itself. As you can climb trees, both up and down the branches, so you can climb times in the same way. Back home, Mama and Papa know this. The family tree exists at once. But that tree is only one tree that appears in the land of time. It has branches that you do not climb and do not recognize, so they are not real to you. They are probable family trees then. The same applies to the species. Give us a moment. There are alternate realities, and these exist only because of the nature of probabilities. Now, give us a moment. The potentials of the true self are so multidimensional that they cannot be expressed in one space or time. Any person who loves another recognizes the infinite potential within that person. That potential needs infinite opportunity. The true self's reality needs an ever new, changing situation, for each experience enriches it and therefore enhances its own possibilities. En masse, in your terms, the same is true of the race of man. Mama and Papa, in our analogy, represent the infinite potential within one basic unit of consciousness. Then think of your ancestors, your immediate family, and your children, and sense in them the vast potential that is there. Now, imagine your species as you think of it, and the literally endless capabilities for expression and creation simply in the areas in which you are aware. No single time or space dimension could contain that creativity. No single historic past could explain what you are now as an individual or as a member of a species. And I'm going to pause here. And I hope you enjoy that. And I hope my pausing and reading it so slowly didn't annoy you. And that you'll come back for the next session. That session will be Jane's birthday. She'll be 45 years old. So, till soon.